No. I got questions.
I'm just here for
What
the
is up,
questions.
guys? Swallow J here, and I'm here with my co-host Egg. Egg, say what's up.
What's up?
Our other co-host, the Dream, Stephen Aiken.
Hello. Is this thing on?
It is on. We can hear you.
That's how I open most of the shows you guys know me with.
And our guest tonight, Landon Tourville, PGF Season 5 standout. Well, I guess no longer a blue belt. You know, we were going to talk about that crazy blue belt that every year comes in and, does some crazy shit. Well, you're a purple belt now. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. I'm going to be honest. I kind of held off getting my purple belt before the PGF started.
So you had a choice?
What'd you say?
You had a choice in the matter? You're like, nah, coach, don't give it to me?
I'm not saying I had a choice, but I was like, it'd be a little more impressive if I was a blue belt versus a purple belt.
Mm.
He came in with strategy too. It's like, hold on, let me sit on it for like a couple.
Yeah, I was like, don't rush it.
It's true.
But what Wallo was saying is that we do have a tradition that in every season we do have a standout blue belt. And now you're a purple belt, but during the PGF Season 5, you were it. You came out as a blue belt and just started taking people down. I mean, did that put a lot of pressure on you?
How many takedowns did you get?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did that. Go ahead.
His record was 6-4-2. Steven, 6 wins, 4 losses, and 2 draws.
It was a bad wrestling joke.
Great.
Crickets.
Steven bringing this show to a screeching halt.
I'm the star, okay? They can't all be winners, guys. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you swing and you just miss.
But seriously, at the end of the first day, you were ranked number 1.
Yeah.
And, did that get to you? Mentally, were you concerned about like keeping that top spot, or did you just feel elated? How'd you feel?
I mean, I just kind of felt like I had some really easy matches the first and second day, to be honest. Obviously, I think I could have done better on days 3 and 4, right? But I think I could have for sure gotten some wins over some people that I lost to. I even think in most of my wins, I could have gotten the job done faster. I could have secured a choke. I think I got a little too focused on attacking the legs when I think I could have went for the kill and scored extra points. I feel like everyone I beat, I should have beaten, realistically speaking. You know what I mean? But then I feel like the guys who it was going to be a tough match, but I could come out on top, I wasn't able to. So that was pretty disappointing. But, the guys I beat, I expected to beat. I thought that I was better than them. You know what I mean? Not to sound like narcissistic. I just thought I had what it took to beat them. And the guys I didn't beat, I think I just got too focused on attacking the legs and not focused on doing upper lower dilemmas and coming up to front headlocks and stuff like that. I was too much focused on one set of attacks, if that makes sense.
Definitely, that's a common thing. I think a lot of competitors and athletes kind of go through, and especially in the PGF, you're just looking to get the points on the board pretty much however you could too. I know that was one thing for sure that kind of gets in your head with so many matches back to back to back. Like you beat the guys you're supposed to beat, and as an athlete, you're like, okay, that feels good, but I'm supposed to win this one. How does it feel after you hit those first couple of road bumps, though? What was your strategy to kind of stay in the game after you took a couple of those losses that you thought maybe you should have won?
I really just feel like I was hesitating. For example, I think my match versus Creighton was winnable. I just think I had a lot of people telling me that Creighton broke Hyson-Rita's leg and shit like that going into the match, that it kind of made me a bit hesitant to attack him. And for example, I watched him go with Paul. I don't know what ended up happening even in that match. And I think I watched him go the full length with Matthew. And I tapped out Matthew. You know what I mean? So maybe he's more durable than me, but I feel like I could have done a lot better against Creighton if I wasn't so hesitant. And then Kamoy body locked me, and I should have done something different. I kind of froze up. You know what I mean? Obviously, if people like Elijah Carlton are probably going to beat me in matches just because more experience, but I do think I can beat him one day. You know what I'm saying? Who else did I lose to? So I lost to Travis, Elijah, Kamoy, and Creighton. right?
That's not a bad list for the season, though. I think that's 4 of the top 8 also, right? Or at least 3 of the top 5 for sure.
The champ, the third place guy,
first and second for the
those
finale
are guys that were in the
event.
playoffs. Yeah.
I just feel like if I would have fully committed, I would have had I'm not saying I would have beaten them, you know what I mean? But I think any match is winnable if I go into it. I think I kind of froze up against them, you know what I mean?
No, that's for sure understandable too. Going in at this high level, maybe one of the first few times you've been in that kind of situation. It happens to a lot of people that they kind of freeze up in those scenarios, especially people, blowing your head up with the idea of someone like Hasim Rita's leg getting broken by this guy you're about to go against. Kind of lends itself to create a monster that may not really exist sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that I'm a better grappler than him or anything, but I think I would have done a lot better if I kind of got in my own head. You know what I'm saying? So, or maybe those guys are just that much better than me, and I just got my ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know. I'd like to have another match with them down the line and see how I do.
Yeah, I think that's anybody that gets beat like in a tournament. Ain't that right, Steven? You want to run it back with everybody.
Yeah, I think that's the competitive nature of it. Like if you don't have that kind of feeling a little bit, then maybe you shouldn't have been there at all. And respectfully too, like you said, maybe they were that much better than you, but maybe it was just that one night that they were that much better than you because of some of the mental things that you had to learn going through that process, of the week and everything. Now you're armed up with all this new information, new, skill sets that you developed yourself, and you've battled with some really high level people. So definitely, man, with that attitude, you should be able to get a better look at them next time coming out. Even if you didn't win again, I think you'd still do better.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I definitely could have done better. You know what I mean? Like, for example, Elijah kind of caught me in a heel. Like, I'd like to have another match against Elijah or Creighton. Fuck, I'll stay away from Kamoy. I don't want another match with his ass. You know what I mean? But
so I just for the fans out there that are just tuning in right now, we're the PGF Insiders Professional Grappling Federation. Just concluded PGF Season 5 about a month ago, and we have former blue belt during the competition standout Landon Tourville, who has since got his purple belt. So sorry, there's some questions in the comments.
So
are we live?
Yes. Big important question. Did Elijah's mom accept your apology?
She did not accept my apology. And I also never got a GOAT sponsorship.
Listen, I would endorse GOAT. I'm with it.
So I don't know what else to say.
Too funny. Listen, I love moments like that. The grappling, obviously, awesome, number one. But those little moments, when the guys get on the mic and, they show a little bit of their personality. That was fun, man. Yeah. Truly fun. And we got a question here for you from Jackson Spry. It says, I see your registration for submission challenge. There's like no one else registered.
He may have down to I run haven't actually approved it yet. But
is this a call out?
It is a call out. Jackson Spry, coach for what
toe hold violence.
Yeah, he's calling out Landon Tourville.
How good do you guys think Jackson Spry is?
I don't know. You want to find out if you accept this challenge?
Well, he's still got the size on you.
Are we betting? Are we betting money?
Let me look up his record and I'll get back to him.
I'll throw down $5 on you.
It's a 5-hour drive, so I need to see.
Oh, it's not worth a 5-hour drive, probably.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know.
Love you, Jackson, but you're not worth a 5-hour drive for one match. You can get that in some other time.
That's what I was
thinking. Unless there's some scratch on the line. I don't know.
If we put some money
Jackson,
down, maybe a few $100.
Some ducks.
Jackson, are you willing to put up some money for this match? I don't know. I mean, Landon might be able to, come up with some scratch too.
I think of putting something down, maybe.
He's a professional grappler.
I mean, is this really happening right now? We're setting up a match between two guys.
I'll put $250 down.
250.
Oh,
yeah.
250.
Oh.
What belt is Jackson?
He's purple.
Belt.
Purple?
Yeah, he's a new, fairly young purple belt.
All right, I'm with this. We'll have to wait and see what the response is from Mr. Spry there. Being a part of the PGF obviously was like the team dynamic with, you had other guys there that were on your team that you weren't going to compete with in the season. Were there any guys that were on your team that really stood out to you as like somebody that you liked a lot, or was there anyone that maybe you thought, man, I really wish I could have got a match with that guy, just to kind of see where it kind of laid out?
I mean, I really liked everybody on my team, to be honest. I really liked Handsome Kev, Fyodor, Paul, full time. You know what I mean? And
You had a cool team, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, I really wanted to match with everybody on that team. You know what I mean? I wanted to match against Kevin. I really wanted to match against Fyodor.
But seriously, I mean, we might have in our possession, I think Wallow or Miggy has in their possession a picture of you and Paul Bari in a car. And I think the caption would read that everyone should have somebody that looks at them like Landon Tourville looks at Paul Bari.
Yeah, I mean, I like that guy, bro. Hopefully we can be on another team again one day.
I miss this somehow.
I don't know what else to say, but what happens in the team house stays there. You know what I mean?
Respect.
I mean, Team
For sure.
Toehold almost won, and we didn't buy the draft. I'll say that.
Ooh,
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Are you a little salty because of it? I mean, I don't know.
I'm not salty because people got paid, but I'm just saying.
What
It just
do you
means
think?
what it means.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They weren't the
No.
top picks. They weren't the high dollar players.
On that note, what was your favorite win of the season?
Definitely the one over Carson just because it was so fast. I kind of felt a little bad, though, after I choked him out like that.
Yeah.
So the point is that he put Carson Thigpen in I believe it was guillotine and put him to sleep.
I mean, he is my boy.
He's a
I
friend
mean,
of the
but
show.
these things happen. I mean,
Wallow, I did call him out, though, a few weeks before and told him I was going to do it.
Then why did you feel bad?
yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I was just hoping he would have tapped. I'm a nice guy.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe Carson's looking at this is thinking, maybe when he's feeling better, he's gonna, call you out.
Maybe. I'd accept
Is that a match that
too.
is that a match that would interest you in running it back? Or
If we want to put some money, I'll go drive down to Nashville.
oh shit, you talk. Are we putting another match together?
It's just
Hey, tell
running-
me, man.
Is this what the show has
I'll do it.
become? We're trying to set up matches.
I'll go against Jackson and Carson.
same day.
I think
Oh,
Landon
shit.
just put targets on the back of everyone that we talked to. I mean, if you look at his record, he takes out Carson Thigpen, friend of the show. Takes out young Matthew was on our show.
Yeah.
Takes out Jacob Lamar on the show. Takes out Moose. Also we interviewed. Takes out Cam Hurd. Highly touted person, also interviewed by this show. I mean, I think
you did beat Cam?
I toe-holded him.
Oh, okay. Okay. I forgot that.
Got a pair of
That's a good win.
Mhm.
So did you receive your toe holds?
I actually have not ordered them yet, but I got a few bash cards on the way. I'm waiting until they get something like maybe some rhino skin.
Yeah, because you get like $1,000.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's pretty amazing, right? So
Listen,
if
are you going to share some of that, $1,000, or are you
I
going
was
to be like, nah, this is for
sharing
me,
it.
dog?
Rhino's expensive, dog.
It's
Can't
considering
really share that.
cards.
Hey, I want to talk to you about hold on, I can't pull it up. Damn it. Why is it not coming up?
That's
I was
what
gonna
she
pull up
said?
the picture. Yeah.
Gotta get
never
some
mind.
of that goat.
No, it was a picture that we had.
Stronger, longer, faster.
Yeah.
Or something
Anyway, actually, let me ask you this. What didn't you like about the PGF?
like that.
I like the entire thing, to be honest. I don't really think I can't even say I had anything at all that I didn't like about it.
So if you had anything that could be better, what could you suggest?
Not even necessarily better or worse. That way it takes it away from
Yeah.
like some kind of
Right,
criticism.
right.
What's
True,
a cool idea
true.
you think would be
I
something
mean-
to maybe add?
Obviously, it's going to be hard to stop this. but I really felt like there was a lot of stalling in a lot of the higher level matches. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's submission only jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? But like, when we saw two high level guys go at it, it went to a stalemate, and it's not like there was much action. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And it's not like the season even hurt. It doesn't really even hurt you being tapped out. You know what I mean? Maybe just some sort of stalling penalty. I don't know how you would go to do that though. You know what I mean?
I don't recall any of those matches. Could you elaborate?
I think you may know what I'm talking.
Elijah and Fyodor was definitely
Yeah.
one that was a stinker.
That was definitely one. 100%.
You know, I would like to have seen
Okay.
that one be a little bit better. But I agree, man. And then, you know, to us in earlier season, and the idea, like in an honorable way, was that, you know, the 0 is the punishment for stalling. But then actually one guy's kind of later we're turning out to be happy that we got a 0 and the other guy got a 0 too. That like some kind of moral victory that shouldn't really exist, you know, necessarily like that.
You both lost. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So I agree with you. Some kind of stalling, something, some kind of warnings, or something that maybe affects the money at the end of the season after you've had so many calls on you for stalling, or I don't know. That's definitely something that's behind the scenes trying to get figured out as well, because it's not really a great product if you send a bunch of the high level matches end up being just like, you know, like you said, just stalemates. I mean, a 0 that's exciting is great. Some of those are the best matches. Some of the double 0s are the ones where guys threw down and they're like fist fighting almost for it because they need it and they don't get it. You know, you're talking about the ones where the guys are just like playing the edges and doing the push out game and trying to just avoid stuff like that. That's the ones that we don't really need in the season a lot. And it happens. You can't avoid it overall, but definitely, you know, some sort of something to incentivize that, you know. I agree.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I had no complaints about anything though. You know what I'm saying? It was all great. Cool experience. So hopefully I can get better and one day get on it again. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
So what is your weight class that you normally grapple? 185?
About like
up until what?
I'm trying to get bigger though. You know what I mean? Because I won the USA grappling qualifier. So now I'm going to go to the USA trials in California in June. But I got to beat, you know, Paul Ardilla.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Kevin's coach.
Yeah, that's a fucking task right there to beat him.
He's won ADCC qualifiers 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.
So I don't know.
But hey, don't let that shit get in your head, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Do your thing.
I got a task in front of me.
Yeah, for sure.
So
is he doing the next one? I thought he won East Coast.
He did win East Coast, bro. I'm hoping he sits out USA grappling this year, but I don't think he's going to.
Yeah. Oh, USA grappling. Sorry. I was thinking West Coast trials. My bad.
Yeah. Right. So when is the US grappling tryouts?
So if you win a qualifier, you get to go to trials, and whoever wins trials gets to go with the USA wrestling team to the United World Wrestling Games. I think that's what it's called, that are championships. And you just go against other teams, grappling teams from different countries. Like Mateusz Szynski, he was on, I think he's from Poland. He was on Poland's team. Paul Ardilla was on USA's team. There's some other people you would know on teams. But
I mean, remember, Caleb McAllister was competing in that. So did Emily Hauser, Cyanide.
Right.
So I mean, there's a, you know, we were starting to get a tradition
back to.
Yeah. So we're definitely getting some you know, crossover between the PGF and USA grappling, which is really cool. But to go back to the stalling thing, I mean, my vote is for, I think I've seen it before, where if you get called for stalling, you have to start in somebody's, you know, guard, or you have to start in, you know, increasingly worse positions. So there is actually like some detriment. You have to have some penalty. I think I've seen that before. That's
maybe
kind of my
you
vote.
could penalize both the guys if there's no submission. You know,
I mean, a zero's kind of a, you know, big deal.
Well, I mean, I have a little issue with that, because if somebody's actually trying to get the other guy and the other guy's running away from him,
that's.
I mean, hypothetically, you should be able to get that guy down, but I mean, it takes 2 to tango.
Yeah.
Dream, as a former competitor yourself, what do you think? What would be, you know, a good idea on how to, you know, stop that or how to penalize somebody for stalling? What do you think would be fair?
I don't know either, to be honest, and that's what I'm saying. It's a struggle because sometimes strategically, you gotta kind of play it smart with some people and just kind of really wait for that opening, and that could really look a lot like stalling from an entertainment perspective, especially if the match before you was just two guys that were, all over the place, scrambling everywhere, and now you got a guy who's playing a lot more strategy based. Is that stalling? I think that's the thing is like it's got to be nailed down a little bit more about what is exactly stalling or not. And are you just trying to get a zero to the other guy also? Because if you just want to lose, you can just forfeit and let them have the points if that's the case, right? And that's the deal. It's just there's got to be some kind of it's almost just an honor code amongst the athletes where it's kind of like, to be fair, it just is the way it is. And like just like in MMA, the guys who want to watch the clock and win rounds and score points versus the guys who want to finish fights and be, the exciting finishers or whatever. Who makes the most money? Who gets the most, press and all that kind of stuff? It's going to be the guys who are hunting for the finishes and stuff typically. But at the same time, those really slow, boring, perhaps from an entertainment perspective, matches and fights, that is a very true and effective style of grappling or martial arts that as a martial artist, it's hard to say that we should throw away. So I struggle, honestly.
Do you think that we're focusing too much on their entertainment part of this tournament?
It's a show. That's the point. This is a show, and that's what we're doing. So no, I don't think so. I think we're doing something that's exciting and for an entertainment perspective. Mostly, this isn't to find out who's number one in a submission only, pure, no time limit kind of battle. It's a sprint. It's like who can get the most submissions in a sprint, basically. So it needs to be sped up to a degree, but you can't force guys to. It's really hard. And so personally, I had a hard time matching the 6-minute pace because I was so used to 10-minute EBI rounds over and over for all the years that when it got cut down to 6, I felt like a lot of pressure to like ramp up my pace. And so I gassed myself out a couple times on guys. And then I waited too long later on in the year or the week because I was trying to see if I could like catch them later but with more energy in the tank or whatever, And so it's just really hard to say in the moment what's right and wrong as far as that goes. But there's got to be able where it's clearly like it's just obvious that you are not trying to win. You have no intentions of winning whatsoever, that you just want the other person to not win. That's got to be the one where there's a problem.
That's what I mean. It's just difficult to call. So it's like, I don't think anything should really necessarily happen. I'm just saying, because it's difficult to call people for stalling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but some sort of get down rule, something where it becomes more obvious. I mean, while the PGF is designed to be exciting for the fans, everything about it. And
you're preaching to the choir, homie.
I know, but I mean, you asked, if we're focused too much on the fans. I mean, but that is
entertainment. Right. Thank you, Stephen.
All right, getting ganged up on.
Words matter, right?
Words matter. The way you say these things matter.
Very well, very well. So, a bunch of lawyers on this podcast, apparently.
That's right.
All right. Anyway,
that's right.
But there's got to be something. But the other great thing about the PGF is that it is constantly iterative in the process of continual improvement. And so I have to imagine for PGF Season 6, there'll be something. The commission will come in with some sort of rule that will try either a get down or possibly a warning, then a stalling call where you have to get in somebody's some sort of position that's negative if you have been running around on the edges. I think we're going to see.
What if they're already down though? Like, what if it's a guy who's already butt scooting towards you? You're going to make the guy get down into his butterfly guard, and then he's just going to stand up again and break out and push away. Or you put the other guy on top. Well, the guy doesn't really maybe want to be on top. That's maybe not his game, and he's been trying to pull. So it's like I get the get down rule from a CJJ perspective because then you can put hands on him once you get on the floor. Versus standing up, you can't really put the hands on him that way. But from a PGF perspective, how many of those get down, like how long does it take to do the get down? Do we got to stop the clock every time, or do we keep the clock running every time we do the get down flip of the coin or whatever? Because it's just taking time off the clock as well, and like sort of becoming a wasteful thing. And sorry to cut you off with that, but just kind of in that way, the get down rule doesn't really do it for me, because most of our guys aren't wasting a bunch of time collar tie and just like circling the mat. Usually there's somebody on the ground and somebody just circling around the person on the ground. That is what we're getting.
Well, that's the point. It's like that guy that's circling around, you make them actually get in their guard. Okay, so maybe he breaks contact and gets back up again. Then maybe gets in a worse position the second time he gets called on him. I mean, here's the thing. These are the minority of matches, which is a great thing for all of us fans. They're a minority of the matches, but they stick out like a sore thumb, because when you're so excited about the rest of the PGF, like Landon over there, that's just like killing it, that's going after people like nonstop, and then all of a sudden you get somebody dancing around the corners, it sticks out. But I mean, hey, in the end, worst case, you got a 6-minute match. Okay, we can handle 6 minutes. Then we get on to some more action. But if I had to bet, I think the commission is going to come out with some sort of attempt at remedying that situation. And we'll see. I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, there's a lot of different, issues, parameters you got to figure out.
Maybe we had the push out rule that Kamoy has at the main event. Push outs start adding up points against you or for you or whatever. And that's kind of the stalling thing. Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of different options out there, but here's the point. I would bet that the commission is going to do something to try to combat that. But anyways, get back to our guest, Landon. We asked you what you did not like about the PGF. What's your favorite part about the PGF?
Probably just the team element. I like staying in the house with all the guys.
Oh, do tell. What happened in the house?
There wasn't really anything that happened in the house. It was just like staying with 5 other Landons. You know what I mean?
Well, so he's talking about the camaraderie. So for the folks out there that if you didn't know, the commish, Brandon McCatherine put up all the different teams. They all had their own separate Airbnb. How far away was the Airbnb from the church?
It was probably like 5, 6. I think it was 8 minutes actually.
Oh, that's really close.
Not far at all. Other people's were a lot farther.
So again, for the fans out there, the Professional Grappling Federation won Stephen Aiken, what was on top of the auction draft. So all of these competitors like Landon got paid before they even hit the mats. They got show money ahead of time. Then the commission also put them up in their own Airbnbs for the team.
Show me the money.
I do think that was a cool touch, though, with the teams being together.
Right.
It kind of made it a different little element instead of, just kind of being separated all the way around, or just kind of put in with one random other person that may or may not be on your team.
Man, I just want to hear about late night shenanigans.
I don't know if I should talk about them.
Ooh,
That's got to be on the retirement tour when you guys are coming back around.
So there were shenanigans.
There weren't many. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Since you don't want to talk about
that's for those old shoot interviews in a few years.
We'll do it for that Patreon episode. You know what I mean?
There we go.
Make the people pay for it.
But like Landon and Steven were saying, we had the PGF Insider Airbnb. So I think we had somewhat of a similar experience. I mean, just a whole bunch of people that are all passionate about
shenanigans at our place.
I mean, there was day spa stuff at our place apparently while I was getting a haircut. But anyway, but the point is, to Landon's, his point is that everyone was all about the PGF, was all about like the team, that dynamic. I think that's special, and so I think that's what you're kind of talking about.
Yeah, no, it was 100%. It was really cool, and it's like learning some, especially like Kevin. He was giving me a lot of tips. I honestly have not been doing leg locks for long. I've probably only been doing leg locks since last year, so I've only been doing leg locks probably 8 or 9 months. Because I started doing leg locks after Blue Belt Worlds, probably in January or February. And I really feel like my leg game has improved a lot. But Kevin was really coaching me through some of the positions and some of the finishing mechanics, which I wasn't able to show yet. But I think in the future, I'm going to be able to break a lot of people with some of the things he showed me.
Heck yeah.
As well as I've also been working a lot with, not a lot necessarily, but like trying to once a week If you guys remember Mario Gayor, he was on last season. He's been showing me a lot of
Right.
cool stuff from the outside heel look.
No, Mario's amazing, but so he was talking about Kevin. He's talking about handsome Kevin Sherrill.
Yeah.
Obviously, friend of the show, and then Mario, also friend of the show. Two great people to learn from.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Now,
Super cool people.
Are you keeping up with your former teammates or what?
I
Kevin?
want to go down and see him soon. I want to go see Paul and Matthew down in Florida. Kevin, I need to get out there and see him too. Maybe learn some secrets to be his coach. You know what I mean? Look, I'm gonna have to watch all of his instructionals and shit. Maybe see if I can use his own weapons against him.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's not a terrible idea. I don't know what else to do.
He would appreciate the support, I bet.
Yeah. No,
Thanks for the $35.99, motherfucker.
I mean, he's doing okay. He's an attorney as well, so he does all right.
That's too funny.
Go ahead, Landon. I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, I'm past the point. I download torrents now.
Mm.
Instructionals. I feel kind of bad, but I never steal from I only steal from well-known guys. You know what I mean?
I don't know what he means though.
Only steal from Walmart, nowhere else. That's the only place.
Only guys who are already making plenty of money.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, they got what? Billions? Trillions? I don't know.
They've got at least hundreds of dollars, so they don't need mine.
So the PGF Insider is a bunch of middle-aged dudes. We have no idea what torrents are. We have no idea what Landon's talking about.
I don't know what a torrent is either. I'm basically downloading these videos online off the shaky website, and then I'm opening it in my files. And it's like Craig Jones DVDs and shit like that.
Like
the PGF Insiders do not support piracy in any way.
Or condone.
Yeah.
Yana, I don't know what the boy was talking about.
I think he's talking about.
I'm old.
I visited Torrance once or twice in California.
Torrance, California is nice. It's really nice. Yeah, got some good burrito places.
I saw some DVDs there too. Yeah.
So Landon, I mean, what kind of killed me was like, have you started working on your social, media game, man?
I have been, but I'm kind of running out of content. You know what I mean?
He needs to get down here and talk to Paul and Matthew and do like skits or something.
Yeah, I need to start posting some more shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All I know is that when I was trying to cyber stalk you before the season, there was about nothing.
That was strategic.
Strategery, huh? Okay.
Yeah, well, I don't post up all my shit. Now, if anybody looks me up, they see all I do is leg locks. You know what I mean?
So that means you'll be able to joke them out now.
Hopefully, but they saw that damn highlight reel I hit on Carson. They're probably not coming anywhere near me.
Fair enough.
That's why I've been trying to develop different games now. So
always.
Go ahead, Wallow.
Anyway, go ahead, Egg.
No, Wallow, you go.
No, I was just gonna say.
They're so polite.
I was just gonna say, go ahead. That's all.
Very well. So what do you think was your toughest match, Landon?
Oh, the toughest match that I won, or the one that I lost?
Your call.
The one I lost was definitely against Kamoy. That shit was terrible. Passed my guard, stockaded me, mounted me, triangle choked me. My fucking arm was trapped, so I was tapping with my foot. I don't know who yelled it out, but I almost met the wizard. You know what I mean? I was about to go out.
Definitely. So he got you with the triangle, right?
Yeah. He was trying to twist.
I remember that now.
Twister side control too. Probably trying to.
I don't know. Did I get that? Did I share it? I think I did.
Oh, was that he was doing that dilemma that he did? He didn't do that against Fritz as well, right, Steven?
Yes.
What's that called? I mean, Brandon named it. I don't know what the hell his name though.
It's what he called the stockade.
Yeah, the stockade. Okay. That's what he said. He learned it from Brandon.
No, there you go.
Yeah, he put it on me, and I was like, "Wow, what the fuck?"
It sucks.
Yeah, it was terrible. I feel like Elijah. I got caught. I was trying to jabroni spin on Elijah. That shit would have been fun.
Flew too close to the sun, my boy.
You know what I mean?
You got burned, didn't you?
Yeah, I got burned. But he caught my heel, and I went, and then he stopped and looked at me, and I didn't want a Brazilian tap on him. I should have just popped my heel out real quick and tried to get out. Maybe I don't know.
That's funny. Anakin came on the show and talked about doing the jabroni sprint on Elijah as well.
Yeah, I was gonna try, but it didn't work too well.
I mean, Kevin set out for a day because he got that foot, snap.
Yeah, bro, I wasn't trying to get dealt the same fate.
It's
No, that's
smarter to
smart.
let them go sometimes, man.
Yeah,
We told that to so many people that came on the show before the season.
a lot of people got fucking broken.
No
A
question.
lot.
How did you feel?
Like about my body or what?
Yeah.
Oh, my body feels fine. It was like I didn't take any damage whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Oh, I do
some
have one
guys,
regret.
man.
One
Go
regret.
ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry to interrupt you. One regret I have is I hit a nasty false reap entry on Elkins, and I spun backside and went for an ankle lock. I felt like I should have went for the heel hook. That's the only regret I have, though.
Because that was a draw.
Yeah, it was a draw, but I felt like I could have exposed the heel. You know what I mean?
So
Sure.
if Matt Elkins says I got 500, and you put up 500, you want to run that back too?
Yeah, I'll run that back as well.
Dang. Now we're up to 500 a match, though.
But I need like a month because it's gonna motivate me to train harder. You know what I mean? If I feel like
Well, how many matches have we set up already? I mean, this is
$1,000
fucking
worth of
easy.
net matches. Let's go.
Just a fair warning. You did not get 100% Matt Elkins right there. He had an injury coming into the season.
Nah.
No, never mind then.
Just hey, just throwing it out there.
I remember Andrew Matt Elkins one time.
Yeah. Your season, he was injured that first day.
What was injured
Allegedly.
about him?
We saw it happen on the show.
You saw what they showed you on the show.
That's the magic of show business nowadays.
His knee did get popped, but he recovered really well.
Really? Who popped it?
It was like a fall or a trip or something like that. I can't remember now.
It was against Randy
yeah.
Roden.
It was like an
He
accident.
had
It was like
it
an accident.
just bent the wrong way, and it
Yeah.
just got popped.
Yeah.
It
And
was like a
actually,
freak thing.
and actually, it was that basically that same injury he had before season 5. And so he let me know. since I
Landon don't
kept-
give a fuck. He's
I-
like, I'll grapple anybody for money.
And I'll attack their bad
Hey,
leg.
bro, I feel like the money. Hey, yo, I think the money's a good way to promote yourself. If I know two dudes are just fucking having a match for $500, I'll watch it
For sure.
for free.
Right?
They care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and put
Boys,
your own money up too.
Oh no,
Listen,
I'm not.
boys, I think we got a future matchmaking.
I
I'm just saying.
can't put up that much money.
No, not all at one time. I'm just saying, but that definitely like if two guys have like somebody's putting up this and they're putting up the other, and the winner takes it all. That's always interesting.
It's way more interesting. Yeah, like I'll watch that. You know what I
Do
mean?
you believe in yourself enough to bet on yourself? Or
Depends on
nah?
who it is.
Exactly. That's what I'm
You know what I-
saying. I'll take
All
a
right,
crazy
let-
person. I'll let a
Hold
crazy
on,
person get a match.
I got a match for you. So you bring in $500.
Yeah.
Craig Jones brings in 10,000. You take that match?
Oh fuck yeah! Why would I not?
That's $500.
Yeah, but if I have a match against him, that's a win-win for me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
No, but no, nobody sees it. It's not gonna be streamed. It's
I-
like a gym war.
I'd still do it.
How many guys do you know that lost to Craig Jones?
Me? I don't know any.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
will know.
I mean, Elijah's got the balls to do it. I mean, he put up $5,000 of his own money against Ethan Krellinston.
That's what I saw. That's why
Yeah.
I saw him put that up, and then you asked me, and I was like, I mean, Elijah lost 2,500 against Krelstein. Maybe I should start doing that. You know what I mean?
It's a way to
I
get your
mean-
name.
Yeah, I mean, it'll hurt pretty bad too if you lose. So if you lose, you're only going to get better from it. You know what I mean?
So I mean that happened a while back. Have you been following the jabroni since then, or?
No, I was looking him up before. That's all I saw.
Okay.
I saw he had a close match, not a close match necessarily, but he had a match against Giancarlo Badani. That's fucking sick.
So
Yeah, he's been out there. He's
did
had
you do
matches
your
with some
research
good
for
guys.
any of the other guys, or
No,
was
I
that-
didn't research anyone. I probably should
I mean,
have.
you were looking at Elijah.
I probably should have, to be honest. The only reason I looked up Elijah because everyone kept saying he was going to win the whole thing, and I was like, "Who is this guy?"
Well, they weren't wrong.
You know what I mean? I was like, he's pretty fucking good. Know what I mean?
He's all right.
Yeah, but the Steven, go ahead.
No, he's all right. He's good. He is good, and he's. It's just funny. I just like to hate him. It's okay.
Bro, I kind of like him.
Yeah, me too.
I
That's what I'm saying.
I
enjoy hating on him too, though, because it's fun. Because he likes to be the bad guy character, but he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's all fun and games in that way. We had a match too. He caught me pretty quick too, man. So don't. I'm not super upset.
Yeah,
I
8
would
seconds.
fight him in the bar. I'll fight you too, egghead. So that's the difference between me and everybody else. I'll challenge him right now while he's got his broken foot. What's up?
Yeah, it seems
So-
like everyone did a bunch of research.
You gonna get it too, Egg?
He's already
I've
got.
had it. I've gotten it before, man.
He's gotten-
I-
He's
No,
been
he
taught.
said you gonna throw some hands.
No,
Okay.
only if I had to. Only if I have to. The point doesn't need to be proven. It's okay. The man won the sporting event. It's congratulations to him. He played the game very well that day.
Anyway,
No,
so-
but he's very good. He's at there when he goes against the elite level guys. That's when you see he has trouble, and there's no shame in that, going against the top level people and then falling short. Sometimes that's just the way shit is. So definitely, guys, top tier in the PGF, and he's of the top grapplers in his weight class, probably anywhere. He's just got to put it together on the right days.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to watch him at West Coast Trials.
Are you going?
I think I am gonna go. Yeah, might as well. I asked Handsome Kev, and he was like, "You might as fucking well." You know what I mean? Like, the worst thing's worse, I get a match against a good guy and lose.
For sure.
I mean, it's a hell of a vacation. Why the hell not go there? It's great places. So they're just worst case you lose and then you watch some great jiu-jitsu and you get a good chow, right?
Yeah.
How old are you, Landon?
I'm 19.
Oh yeah, for sure. It'd be cool to go out there and get some reps if you can. If it's not gonna like be super detrimental to your other life stuff going on or whatever, I would definitely say it'd be a good experience at this point to go out there and just kind of see what you can see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get your hands on somebody.
Now that you mentioned that, let's stop with the jiu-jitsu for a second. What do you do, bro? Do you go to school? Do you work? Or are
Yeah.
you just trying to be an athlete?
I go to school. I got a job. I have 2 jobs, actually.
Oh,
I train, and that's it.
what are your jobs?
I'm an EMT. Like, I work on an ambulance. And then I also work as a mechanic part-time.
All right, on.
Man, you're handy.
What-
All right, what are you studying?
What kind of cars you work on?
I actually work on UPS vehicles,
On trucks?
like trucks. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I work on cars too, but mostly UPS vehicles.
Are those diesel? So are you a diesel mechanic?
No. I just work with my grandfather. I honestly, I'm more of like a parts replacer. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I can't really diagnose anything at all, but he just tells me to do something. Can usually do it. You know what I'm saying? Doing brakes and shit like that.
What are you studying in school?
I'm about to get my associates, and then I'm going to go into business continuity, like emergency management.
Oh, okay.
I don't really even want to necessarily get a normal job, but I might as well keep going to school. There's a lot of people who do jiu-jitsu are broke. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes.
That shit would suck. Like, I want
We
to
know.
my own school, having a job, start my own school. Then once I'm making it,
Most of the guys that you hung out for a week, most of them are broke.
yeah, I mean, I'm still living with my parents. You know what I mean? They're probably
But
gonna
you're 19 though.
yeah,
You're fine, bud. I mean, you're in college.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna kick me
Like-
out in years though. So I gotta
Like if you were 37, like if handsome Kev was still living at home, I'd be like, yo,
yeah,
my man, you're
Is he
good on the
37?
mat.
yeah,
Is Kevin 37 years old?
too. 31.
I think he's 34, 35. I don't
He's
know.
pretty handsome for being that old.
Damn, man. I mean, let's be gentle on the age thing here.
I just didn't realize he was that old. I'm being honest.
He's not 37. He's in his 30s, though. I think he's low 30s.
Nah, I don't know how old he is. He's probably in his 30s. I don't know.
It's kind of
But
crazy.
if you were in your 30s living at home, I'd be like, yo,
Hey, sometimes these things happen.
what did you do wrong? I mean, or what did you do right? Shit, my mom would have not had that. Like, at like 22, 23, she'd be like, you got to go. I left at 20, but still, you know, I'm sure at some point she would have been like, you got to go, bro. Do your thing.
Tired of you.
Yeah. But you're fine, bro. You're 19.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Listen, before we go, is there anybody that you want to shout out? Any sponsors, any supporters,
I guess
anything like that?
so. After the PGF, a brand from St. Louis and Postville sponsored me, hooked me up with some really cool shit. So I'd like to thank them. And of course, I'd like to thank Toehold for sending me that $1,000. I'll be representing their rash guards for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? That's all though. And just thank you guys for helping put it on, of course. And Brandon. You know what I mean?
Egg, any final thoughts?
I mean, I guess just super impressed with you, Landon. You came out there. We didn't know a whole lot about you. You were confident. I mean, you showed your confidence at the auction draft where you said, hey, man, I drove out here for a reason. I'm a qualifier winner. I'm going to show you what's up. And you freaking did. You followed it up and you made it happen. That's really damn impressive. I mean, again, you're MT. You're a kick-ass purple belt, hell of a competitor, and you're only freaking 19 years old. You're doing some great stuff, brother. I guess my question is, what's next for you? What's the next competition? What's the next goal? What's next? Where can we see you, in the future?
My goal this year, I'm trying to get 100 matches. So I want to get at least 100 matches next year. I'm going to be West Coast trials, USA trials. Obviously, I hope to win them both. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so yeah, I'll for sure be there, and then I'm just gonna try to hit up as many tournaments as I can. You know what I mean? Anywhere I can get a match, I'll grapple for money, grapple in super fights, tournaments. I don't really care. I just need to get 100 matches. You know what I mean? The more experience I get, the better I'll get. And I'm in finals week right now, so I have 2 weeks left. But after that, I'll be in school all online, so I can do whatever I want. You know what I mean? Travel where I want. I'm going to Austin for 2 weeks at the start of January.
What are you gonna do there?
So I'm just gonna
go see Kamoy.
I actually am gonna see Kamoy. I haven't hit him up yet, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see Kamoy.
They got a good team. They got a good place to go train at for sure. It'd be worth stopping in.
Yeah, hop in the B team, right? You're gonna get a little training there,
I'll
right?
hop in there. So my brother lives in Austin, so it's kind of a convenient place.
Oh damn, you got a place to stay. Hell yeah.
It's just like the fucking prime there. Breaking into your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get your window smashed out. Literally like in the B team parking lot. Like I saw someone shooting up like right around the corner.
Oh, hot information here.
Damn.
Wow, in Austin. I did not know that about Austin. Okay.
They usually just do their steroids in the bathroom, I thought.
Oh no, I'm not talking about steroids. I'm talking about like I didn't know that the homeless were that bad in Austin. You know what I mean?
Well, they came from California like all the rest of them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't live in the city, so I don't really know. Other than a cornfield, so.
And also, kind of a point of order. I feel bad for not remembering this, but Handsome Kevin turned 32 during the PGF.
No.
That is correct.
That's right. Yeah. All right.
That
Say
big
he's
brain.
32. He's young, but still, he needs to be at the house. Dream.
Listen,
Final thoughts.
I'm gonna let that man stay at home as long as he wants. That's okay. As long as his mama and daddy love him, just let them folks be happy. No, but similar to what Egg said, Landon, it was a lot of fun having you around the season. I didn't realize you were only 19 until just now. I thought you were probably, a little bit older than that. So definitely, man, you handled yourself really, really well during the week. You competed hard the whole time. You had those couple stinker matches, man, but that's kind of to happen sometimes as it goes. So definitely, man, I like your attitude, how you're talking about your goals and stuff. That 100 matches is definitely going to help as many different opponents as you can get. That definitely helps with like information and different like things, tactics you can take back and use maybe against other people too, for yourself, not just, you know, how to beat people, but, you know, maybe like, I like this shit, I'll use it myself too. You get a lot of that through that live experience and real competition reps, man. So definitely keep hustling, dude. You got a ton of skill. And I look forward to seeing you back on the PGF for sure. Hopefully sooner than later.
I appreciate it.
All right, guys. On that note, we're out of here. And we'll catch you next week. Hopefully we'll have somebody else. Maybe we'll have Jackson Spry and see if he
Have
wants
Jackson
to.
Spry on there.
Yeah, maybe he wants to come on and talk about this call out and see how much money he wants to put up against
Him and his
you.
roommate Sawyer. I mean, they're both on here.
Negotiate.
Yeah,
both.
I mean,
Sawyer's
is he?
match with me. I can take them both.
What's up, Saw Dog?
Oh
Hey,
shit!
tell
Wait,
Sawdog and his roommate.
you're saying
You're
saying
telling
that
him right now.
250 apiece.
Oh, man.
Oh shit!
He's like,
I'll
line
put
him up.
250
Line him up.
on them too.
Let's
Wow,
go.
Listen,
Let's
yeah,
go.
let's go for sure.
I want
Listen,
10
I'll
minutes.
watch this.
10 minutes. Of
If these guys want to put money up and have some super fights, let's go. Let's watch this.
Let Landon cut that promo. Come on, guy.
I want it live somewhere though. I want it promoted.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, we got to get some money on it.
Hold on. How do I
Oh,
make
this is
him the priority?
Big. He's-
Hold on, let's make him the priority.
Take your clothes off.
All right, Landon.
Fun.
Go ahead. Cut your promo. Talk to
Jackson
these boys.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, go.
All right. Jackson Spry and Sawyer, I can line them up on the same night. 250 apiece. I'll put down 250 apiece as well. Winner takes it all. That's all I gotta say.
Damn.
My man's
boys.
trying to eat.
Hey, Sawyer said he wanted a match with me. I'd like to have a match with him.
I think that'd be a good match.
Yeah.
Let's go. Listen, we're making matches from now on. That's what's up.
Landon
On
takes
that
on
note,
a
guys.
tag team.
It's our job.
Yeah. We'll catch you guys next week. Adios.